of Alex Morton to be a little bit further ahead. He did get a storming start, and yes, by the look of it, he has not maybe as big a lead as I thought he might, because it does look like Adrian Russell in number 23 is pretty close to him. Just trying to catch a glimpse of them as they come across the top of the mountain. Yes, and number 23 is much closer than I thought it would be. Adrian Russell, so this is already turning into quite a battle as the car's going to come through the final corner down onto the pit straight, and I'll be able to give you a little bit of a nod in terms of the timing to how close these cars are, but it certainly looked as they went through the top of the mountain section there, they were very close, and it certainly is. There is just barely a car length's distance in between car number 8 and car number 23 as they cross the line. Car number 2 in third place of Mark Woodhouse. He's having a storming race, and then a little bit of a change in position as they go across the line. Car 117 of Charles Cook looks like he grabbed another position ahead of Graham Barron in the car number 4 as they cross the line. But as they start the second lap, car number 8 of Alex Morton very closely followed by the car 23 of Adrian Russell. Just 0.3 of a second between those two cars as they headed across the line. Car number 2 of Mark Woodhouse a little bit further back in third place, and car number 5 of Robin Longdon. So that top 4 haven't changed position yet, but my oh my, that first 2 were pretty close to each other, and it looked like Adrian Russell is really giving Graham Morton something to think about as he led off the grid. He certainly looked like he got a big start, but the number 23 of Adrian Russell has got right up behind him, and that's going to be great going forward in this race. So Adrian Russell, they're both in those Condor cars. They do look very similar, and actually it does look like number 23 has got ahead as they come into the mountain section. I'm craning to see out the window, and it does indeed look like number 23 of Adrian Russell has got the lead ahead of Alex Morton. Well, that's not how qualifying looks. Alex Morton was certainly much quicker, but my oh my, Adrian Russell's given him a great time. I missed wherever the overtaking was, but he certainly is in the lead as they come down the pit straight now in front of us. You can see Adrian Russell in the 23 has got a reasonably sizable lead now ahead of the number 8 of Alex Morton, followed by the number 2 of Mark Woodhouse, and then there's a bit of a gap back to the number 5 of Robin Longdon in the first of the Lolas to come across the grid. And now we're just looking at the other little battles going on. Car 13, 3 and 1, 2, 1. So they've all made their way up the order quite nicely. In fact, number 3 has Justin Fleming has made his way all the way up from a starting grid slot of 12th all the way up to 8th place at the moment. So a great opening couple of laps for him. But the number 23 of Adrian Russell is in the lead. These 2 leading cars are the Condors, and both of the leading drivers were very quick in qualifying. But it's certainly not the order that we thought they would be in. As they cross the line. Just a little nod to number 18, one of those original Italian engined cars, Roger Woodbridge's Valenti. That goes past a lovely looking car. I actually get a chance to go and have a look in the paddock. That's a really well presented car. But over the top of the mountain, the leaders are pretty close together still. Adrian Russell in the 23 ahead of Alex Morton, both of them driving these Condor cars, and they are incredibly close together. The gap is being eked out around car number 2, and then it looks like car 117 of Charles Cook has just jumped up into 4th place. Missed where that would have happened on the lap, but car 117 of Charles Cook has got ahead of the Lola that he was just behind. So that's good to see. But yeah, the car's making their way down the pit straight now, and this grid is really starting to space out a bit. There's quite a big difference in some of the ages of these cars, and starting to spread out. We've got cars coming down the pit straight, and we've got cars coming through the mountain section, but we're looking forward to seeing that lead battle between car number 23 and car number 8. So Adrian Russell was leading last time around in car 23, and they should be coming back towards us on the mountain sections, of course, and we'll actually probably be catching some of the back markers very soon. So that's going to give them all something to think about. Some of those faster cars will be catching a couple of the slower, older cars in this field. But it is great that they're all out there at the moment and racing. So I'm keeping my eye out the window for the lead battle of car 23 of Adrian Russell and Alex Morton in the number 8. There they go over the top of the mountain, just out the corner of my eye. Could see the number 8 car there, the Condors, but they're coming back down in front of us now, and they are so the 23 last time around. Adrian Russell set the fastest lap of the race and managed to eke the lead out by just a fraction over a second. And they are coming up to lap the number 18 car, but he really is starting to put the hammer down now in the 23 and has got quite a bit of a lead over Alex Morton. The third place, Mark Woodhouse, was pretty much on last time around. I think it's going to be the same as he comes round now. But then this next little battle for 4th, 5th and 6th, they were all pretty close, but again have spaced a little bit. So we've got the 117 of Charles Cook currently in 4th place, and the number 34 of James Owen, he's holding 5th place at the moment, followed by the number 4 of Graham Barron. That little group were quite close together. You see this spaced out. We've got another little group that are together, the 13, the 3 and the 121. So the 13 car is Anthony Ossoff, who's dropped back a little bit, but certainly now in a great battle with car number 3 of Justin Fleming, who's made his way up the order quite nicely, and the 121 of Andrea Garano. Those three looking very close together as they come across the line, and that's something to certainly be keeping an eye on. One there has dropped back a little bit, and 2 others moving away forward. But we've got side by side across the line, but we've got the blue flags out, and that's because someone's being lapped. But we've also got car 17 and car 22, car Stefan Ray in the 17 and 22, Richard Bishop Miller. Those two incredibly close together. In fact, less than or just over 3/10 of a second separating those two cars as they come across the line. They look like they're having a lot of fun out there around Cadwell Park, and why wouldn't you? Our leader crosses over the line to complete lap 5. Our leader, Adrian Russell, started second and now has the lead ahead of Alex Morton in the number 8 car. Both those Condors are just creeping away from the rest of the pack, but I must say it does look like Adrian Russell has got a little bit of the edge. He's pulled that gap out now to about 2.6 seconds. And so starting to see that. But one thing I have noticed is the gap between 3rd and 4th place is starting to shrink. So in 3rd place at the moment, Mark Woodhouse, who was all on his own. You've actually got the car 117 of Charles Cook. Does definitely seem to be getting a bit closer. So that little Nike that Charles Cook is driving is running incredibly well. And that's something we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on over the next 10 minutes or so of this race, because those two are definitely getting close together. The other little battle that had just crossed the line there